Hello, I'm drinking Grimm's Today's Special Extra Citra. They've brewed this one a bunch of times, I think. It's a pale ale, 5.5% alcohol, and it says Citra, Simcoe, Equinox hops, but I think the extra Citra means they use extra amounts of Citra. I think they also do versions of this with like extra Amarillo and other hops. But extra Citra seems to be the one that was done the most. It's been shipped here before, but I never got my hands on it. This is canned a little over a month ago. And I've returned to Grimm hoppy beers last fall for the first time in a while, and I liked them quite a bit, but it has now been a while, so we'll see what I think. It seems like they don't make ultra hazy IPAs these days. They never really did, but a lot of breweries have shifted to making much hazier beers, and that is extremely pale. You can probably tell it's really, really pale on camera. And the head looks pretty good, and it's not murky quite. You can kind of see a shadow from my finger, even on camera there. But I'm expecting good things from this. I guess I haven't really had a regular single pale ale from Grimm in a long time. It kind of just smells a little bit like a Trillium hoppy bird, small bird, whatever they call them. It's not exploding out of the glass. It is a little bit over a month old. Hopefully it's not too old, but seems like the Grimm beers aren't getting shipped up here super duper quickly. And that added some haze and some chunks for sure. But I did notice that Grimm seemed to be a little bit cleaner on the yeast. Like, this doesn't have huge amounts of candy-like yeast stuff. There's some, but it's not exploding with intense hoppy aroma either. I guess it's peachy, it's juicy fruity, it's got that light orange seltzer orangina thing going on. Not very dank. Ooh. Flavor pops a bit more. Definitely. It's got some incensey spiciness stuff that I wasn't really expecting. Earthy. Finishes clean, dry, and refreshing for sure, but I don't know if it beats the Equilibrium Pale Ales I've been enjoying a lot. Particle Physics, I did a review of that, and I don't know, wasn't willing to give it a super good rating, but I just got another 4-pack of Equilibrium's Particle Physics, and it's amazing. Really good. Photon is really good too. This is not quite as good as those. It's definitely much more bitter. There's some real bitterness in this, and it's very clean and very dry, but packs a good amount of body and hop flavor. The aroma maybe just died down a little bit. This isn't the best glass ever, but I thought for a humble pale ale, have it in one of these. Surprisingly spicy. It's not getting too incensey. Maybe that's the woodiness I'm getting from Equinox. Equinox is, I don't know, I feel like in the past I've had beers that really focus on Equinox, and they're just crazy, like cedar or sometimes onion. It's really crazy intense flavors, and that might be what's bringing some of this earthiness. But I usually connect that earthiness with like really hazy, kind of darker IPAs and pale ales. I wasn't really expecting it from a beer that looks like this. Yeah, I can still see my finger through there, even though I poured in the yeasty bottom. No big scary chunks, no sludge, just a few little ones, which you might expect. but very, very dry. If you want this, if you want a really dry, really flavorful pale ale, this is the way to go. It almost reminds me of like Tilted Barn's Libby. That's one that was shipped out here like 2 months ago or something. That one is 5% or something. And it's another one that has almost too much bitterness and flavor going on. Pardon me. Well carbonated. Pretty substantial feel to this one. I hate to say this, but I almost wish it was like a little less spicy and bitter, because it's not coming through as fruity and juicy as it probably could be. It's this very spicy grapefruit juice bitterness, astringency a little bit. No throat burn chalkiness though. It's not an amateur attempt. This is what they're going for probably. But it almost seems more like what people might have called a session IPA years ago, but some breweries just don't use that term anymore. But it's definitely, it seems like it's more bitter than their IPAs and double IPAs I've had, honestly. And they just call it an American Pale Ale. So for the rating, maybe right now I'm just saying a 4, even though it's well done. It's just a bit much. I'm getting lemon, lime sort of stuff that's coming in that's really nice. Lemon or meringue almost. It's got some great flavors in it. Just quite bitter and dry. So I guess that's it.